Alright. Hello, everyone. We're revulating now. Whatever that means. I forget that every time I open the game, it also closes the chat. So I have to go back and open those back up again. It's a whole process. Alright, it should be set up now. No, you're not late at all. Apparently, hold up. This is something I need to investigate. Apparently, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Eating fruit. And that when you're eating like a second fruit, you're supposed to like swap hands. I guess it's more fruit on the other side. I should test with those too, but so I'm holding 2 fruit. When I finish eating the first one, I should hand swap to pick up the second one. I guess. Is that faster? Maybe. I don't know. Should I mess with that more? It doesn't really seem like it makes that big of a difference. But if it's really easy to do, I might as well, you know? Let me know if the audio is all good. The music might be a bit quiet. Sometimes I'd like the music to be quiet, you know? See, it kind of looks like there's actually an extra delay there when I'm eating the next fruit. So maybe that's not how it works. Hold up, forget how this works. It's actually quite a difficult timing on that to not get stuck on the ledge. You kind of want to press it early so that you don't accidentally just fall off. So you don't want to do that, definitely. Also, I don't know what the threat music is from the dead scavenger. Because for whatever reason, dead creatures count towards the threat level. Yeah, that's kind of awkward. Like, it's actually quite a difficult timing to not to do that smoothly. Hold up, is there a better way to do this? I don't think so. I think it's just difficult. A lot of keys that you need to press really quickly. Don't want to do that. And then here's the fruit. Yeah, it kind of looks like that's just slower. Also, I kind of want to look at this a little bit more. This like entrance to the pipe. The terrain is very awkward. It's very strange. I want to look at it on the map. This is drainage system. Yeah, it's very strange. So this that I'm standing on right now, this is a solid block. This is a slope. You see that I'm like sliding down a bit as I walk. Solid block, slope. So that makes this very awkward to enter smoothly from like up here. I guess that was kind of fast. It would be nice if there was like a consistent setup after leaving this pipe. Just, like, you don't want to get stuck like that. That's exactly what you want to avoid. that might be somewhat consistent. I don't know. It's weird. Maybe I'll look into that later. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Is it no creatures day? It's always no creatures day. I'm not even gonna bother with real attempts for like a month. Because there's still so much I need to learn about the movements. Where'd that go? I don't want to like learn movements and deal with creatures at the same time. So by the time I actually get around to real attempts, I want to be very confident with movement. Everything... Okay, my goal is to learn all of the best possible movements throughout the entire run. If there's an opportunity to learn better movements, I will take that opportunity. Except for the plank. That could be improved. That's weird. I think I got a pull hop there. Yeah. Kind of like wall jump here. I got another pull hop. Maybe I should try to expect that. Oh, the YouTube chat was broken. Hey guys, welcome back. I didn't see the chat for a while. How do I jump so high? This. Wall pounce. It's just a Rivulet thing. I mean, all characters can wall pounce, but Rivulet has particularly good wall pounce. Wait, I forgot. Do the wall pounce here. There's something I want to explain that is very useful, not only for Rivulet, but for every character that I've only learned just recently. Oh shoot, this is the worst pipe to do it on. Because I have to go through the whole pipe. Is quite long. But when you're leaving a pipe that is vertical, that's pointing upwards, you can hold jump and one of the directions, the side, and you will smoothly walk out of the pipe. I can actually do it in this shelter over here. So if I want to go to the left, when I'm leaving the pipe, just hold jump and left, and you immediately start walking to the side. So whenever you're leaving a vertical pipe, pretty much just always do that, unless you want the extra height. And I think it also works as like every other character. Although it seems like maybe situational, that it didn't always work out. Is it about to rain already? Yes, it is. I totally messed up that setup. Okay, reminder not to do the plank ever. That didn't work. Hold up. It's a setup not as consistent as I thought it was. Huh. This slide pounce right here, I've died there like 5 times already. I think you can do it here instead. Yeah, that also works. So maybe that's just the best option. You don't need to mess with the slide. That also kind of requires a throw boost. Turn storage. Don't enjoy this room. Trying to do wall bounces off screen. That slide bounce is like actually the worst part, in my opinion. I mean, you could start the wall bounces here. I think this is easier. Or don't even bother with any of that. Just go through the pipe. And it's like not even that bad. You can do a wall bounce here if you want to. Just to climb the pole a bit faster if you're good at the game. Hello? Yeah, I'm not used to doing jump like that. I guess I just don't actually need to jump that high. But you kind of do need to a little bit. Meanwhile, YouTube chat talking about mac and cheese. I don't like that. If you go too high here, you don't have enough like space to do the backflip. So you need to be walking here for a while. So you actually kind of want to jump off of the wall early. So that you immediately, well, not too early though. You just want to wait just a little bit. And for this pipe right here, I like to hold jump left and then immediately jump the moment you leave the pipe. And you always get a smooth jump. Same with that spot. You can do the same thing. It's funny that I keep discovering new movements that I don't have names for. Like all the other stuff, it's like from the movement document, it's like, oh yeah, this is a slide pounce and a roll pounce and an extended instant hop and a whatever, you know? But now there's all this like random other stuff, like every single type of wall pounce, I don't know what to call them. Oh, that was weird. You can also do it in this spot and immediately get a backflip. And then not at this spot, you want to jump to the heights. And in this spot, you can immediately be on the ground to do a slide pounce. And then it starts raining and you die. Actually, that was kind of bad. I think it's best to extended slide right there. Actually, not right there. A little bit later. I'm gonna retry that entire thing. Don't do that. I don't know why I did that. I was watching Isoberon's stream a while ago. He went over the entire Survivor any percent run and explained in great detail every single room and the movement to do in that room. And I kind of wonder if there's any other speedruns that have actually gotten to that point. So, any percent is like the original main world category. So, of course, that one's been optimized, and it's only like 13 minutes long or so. So, you know, not as long. You can really focus on just a handful of rooms in that run. I think Rivulet is kind of getting there. Rivulet has, you know, all this extra movement stuff that you can learn. Maybe there's some rooms where there is like one way to do the room that's ideal. I can't really say that confidently. You know, maybe there is some other way to do it that's like just as fast, or even maybe faster. Maybe it's easier. I kind of like it though. Like, so much of this game, so many speedruns are just like you're just making stuff up as you go. I like how they pull you off of a pole. Actually, I don't like it. It's kind of annoying. But in so many runs, you're just like making up movement. Oh dear. Okay, I totally threw that away. Like, I can pick a random category in the game and just like do a speedrun, and I'll probably do decent. Because I've done so many speedruns at this point, I have an idea of what movements to do in what regions. There's a lot of overlap. Like, if any speedrun involves going up the wall, I know how to do that fast, right? If it involves going up Chinny Canopy, basically the entire public percent route, a lot of categories share that same route. So once you learn it once, you've kind of learned it for all of them. And so it's like, oh, I can just try out the speedrun and I have an idea of what movements to do. And I can do a decent run. But the moments of run either is with a different character, Feint, Rivulet, and Artificer all have like unique movements. Or Montu, I guess. The moment you're playing a different character, suddenly all of that changes up. And the moment you go to any different region, outside of that like main public percent path, then, you know, you're not going to be doing like as ideal movements. Oh, that was smooth. I kind of would like to see more runs actually be optimized. Where it's like, this is like, I would like to be able to see like some sort of speedrun guide that's like, this is the best possible movement to do, and not like, here's some movements that I like to do. You know, what is the actual best option? Hold up, there's so many spears here. But that's also very, very niche. Oh my gosh. It's impossible. It's impossible to have a fixed speedrun route. I mean, usually the way it goes is that you try to stick to the routes that is the best option. And then if anything gets in the way, you just go for the next best alternative. Or just do so many attempts that eventually you get lucky and one of those attempts doesn't have the creatures in the way. That's the other option. This is a good cycle. You want it to be normal gravity when entering. I feel like I need to do the rot like 10 times in a row. Just get used to all the gravity cycles. Also, I fear that the more a category gets optimized, the more, or the less people will be interested in like just trying it out. Like, oh, this is the route that you have to take, and this is the movement that you have to do. So that's like a lot of stuff to learn. I don't want to go through all that just to try the speed run. Pounce here is so good, but it's so difficult too. Yeah, it does depend on what you want. Oh my gosh. Not looking at the screen, just expecting to go into the pipe. Yeah, I don't really like doing a swim boost there. It's like, I kind of like, it's kind of nice about Rain World. I mean, I guess any speed game really, but if you want to do a speed run, there's no requirements. Just like try to beat the game, you know. I mean, you can do a speedrun without even having any experience with the game at all, if you really want. Just like try to figure out what the end goal is and go for that as soon as possible. That was a mistake, but it still worked out. But, like, if you like Rain World and you just want to try out a speedrun, just like go for it, you know. You can do that. Man, this movement in this room is kind of difficult. Leaving this pipe. That wasn't, oh, that was actually too early. I did a pull hop there. But if you, yeah, I don't really know what the timing is. I got this kind of consistent last time I practiced it. I think you need to press jump and then down with a short delay. That was bad. Riv must be more fun to speedrun. I do enjoy Riv. But I feel like, you know, part of Riv being a good character to speedrun is not just because of the character, but also the actual campaign, the things that you have to go through. I'd say part of it is creature spawns not being too awful, and also Rivulet being able to deal with creatures very easily. If there's this land lizard chasing you, you just outrun them, and they aren't the problem. There's not really that many creatures in the run either. Like, once you get past Chimney, there's like a bunch of DLLs, and that's it. The DLLs can be really annoying, but also sometimes you just move fast enough to just not get grabbed. That's pretty cool that you can do that. A lot of other speedruns honestly have totally fine movement too. Like, I enjoy Survivor movements. I don't know if I can say just as much, but I mean, comparing Survivor and Rivulet movements, I like them both. I like them both a lot. But the problem is that Survivor can't backflip over Lizard super easily. Right. And like Spearmaster has very similar movement to Survivor. They're a little bit faster. But then dealing with the creatures is suddenly way more difficult. Because there's just so many dangerous creatures, so many paths they have to take. I messed that up. You're not supposed to jump there. Spearmaster, in terms of movement, I actually like the speedrun. I do enjoy that. But then, you know, creatures just make it way more difficult. Rivulet has good movement too, but then you also have to, or you don't have to really deal with any of those really dangerous creatures. Okay, messed up the spacing on that. That was DevTools. Funny movement room. Yes. There's a lot of water in this run. There's water in the gutter, there's water in the rot, and then there's water in submerged and shoreline. Let's stick further closer to the wall. Didn't want to go that far, but it worked out. Look, can I do this here? Almost. It kind of doesn't work though. Maybe because of the it's close to the wall on the other side. No, that did work that time. That was really bad. That's one slide pounce you really don't want to mess up. Wait. I think I want to have it active from the beginning. I didn't really like using the cell here, but if you're fast enough, you can slide pounce right here and it's super fast. It's like better than every other option. There's not really much space to do any other movement there, but with the gravity lowered, you can actually get some distance with that slide pounce. Super nice. And then it's back up by the time you want it next, right here. Oh, that is really clean. This wall pounce can be a little tricky because you kind of want to do it from far away, or not. Actually, I don't know how this wall pounce works. It's actually really inconsistent. Because you want to get up here at least. You want to get to this point. See, I didn't make it that time. I did make it that time. What was the difference? I don't know. I've been told that it's based on the speed, but I don't know how to control that in the middle of the slide. I assume that like the middle of the slide is the fastest, and it accelerates and then it slows down. And so like hitting it in that like sweet spot in the middle is when you want to get the most heights. It's a frame thing? What does that mean? Also, welcome to the stream. For the consistency. So maybe a little bit of an early press, kind of what it seems like. Like before you even hit the wall. Back with the jump. Yeah, I guess you can just, I mean, if you want, you can just like jump up like this. But it's really awkward and there's orange lizards here. Can you do this? Oh, there's a block right there. What does the train look like? Yeah, do this. This is the alternative. That probably doesn't work. Unless you like do a backflip. Like a crazy person. No. Wall seems better anyway. Okay, don't... let me actually figure this out a bit better. Hello. Welcome. And then wait until you're like over that little ledge right there. Pressing more than 2 buttons at once. There's a point where you stop pressing buttons and you start being a slug cat. I assume you mean this wall pounce right here. Even if you don't make it, you can still kind of get over that ledge. There's only like one rot trying to grab onto you. Okay, don't do that. Turn and immediately slide. So you don't want to like wait here. Oh, it does kind of... yeah, I do see that. So you're supposed to do it pretty quickly. And actually maintain your distance from the wall. Okay, that actually does seem to work. Okay, that's cool. Oh, end? I would... okay, you shouldn't be asking me anything about end, because I'm just going to say that you shouldn't do it. I think you should already know this. Okay, hold up. What was the trick here? Press, like, jump in the water. I do like this water bounce. Holding up works too. Oh, I do see that. I mean, it'd make it easier to grab onto the pole. I guess that's like the more consistent strategy, but the bounce isn't as high. The way the other one was. Okay, I'm gonna try to jump off the pole immediately. Whoa, that jump was way high. You can almost make it here in time to do a wall bounce with the cell on. Oops. Okay, I don't think these timings work out. This just isn't, the cell just isn't on when I want it to be on, and I can't activate it any earlier than I did because the earliest activation that I can control is in the middle of a slide, right? That's how I get the right spacing. Back in the room with the kelp, you know, I want to do a slide and then activate the cell halfway through the slide. I can't activate the cell any earlier than that. And then if I activate the cell as early as possible on every opportunity, then I still don't have it on right here, where I want it the most. I could, if I don't do the kelp cell, I feel like the kelp cell makes a lot of sense though. But it doesn't seem great just to like stand here and wait for the cell. What's the alternative then? Shoot. Can't remember the routes backwards. Here. All right. That's not how you do it. Go away, Rain. Dev tool speedrun tech. Doesn't really feel like it's consistent as the other one. And then what, you just continue to do the movement without the cell on? Oh, I guess you have a run that I could watch. She didn't even turn on the cell at all. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. Okay, I guess the water skip maybe isn't as consistent as I thought it was. Like, it's really good in that one spot, and then everywhere else, it's like... I guess you do another jump press. At some point. Nope. Okay, so I assume the jump timing does make a big difference. Maybe it's kind of like pole hops. Just pretend I'm pole hopping on the water. It seems like you also want to press up so that you enter the standing state. And then when do you activate the cell next? Way before this room. It's like right here is when you activate the cell. Which kind of makes the movement here awkward. You can't even do the funny slide. But yeah, if I was better there, it would activate it like around here. Okay, I don't think you want to do the like midway activation. Man, if only I had a way to like set a checkpoint at the beginning of this area and like teleport to that checkpoint easily. Yeah, just pretend I'm pull hopping. And then mess it up. I don't really like that pipe boost. I guess it's fine. I still don't like that spacing. Do it there, and then do this. And then mess it up. And have to turn storage somehow. I still like the idea of this wall bounce. I don't think it'll ever work though. Unless you like you can't even grab the pole, you're moving too fast. Don't grab the pole there. I assume this is like Spear Master where you can eat it while moving. As long as you aren't pressing any directional inputs. That's not how it works. That movement wasn't great. Like that entire segment I should practice a whole lot just because it's a bunch of new cycles, strategies. I feel like this room, this room, I feel like this room never had good movement. Like, I still don't know if this is a good way to do it. Okay, especially if you mess it up in like 10 different ways. Like, I guess that's fine. I don't really like this like thing right here. This is really annoying. And there's not really a way to like not go that way. So maybe you can like jump along this. Don't ever fall down here. Oh my gosh. Like, you can't really make that jump. You might be able to use kite frames. It's so slippery. Rivulet, why are you so slippery? How would you even line up that, like, the jump on this platform? Like, that doesn't even make it. Whatever. The Shadow Realm? No. I'm sending you to Pipe Yard. Oops, don't activate the cell there. Don't swim backwards there. Okay, I'm convinced that it's impossible. And that I will never make that jump out of the water. It's actually the most difficult movement in this whole run. Ow. Yeah, it's best movement in the run. I guess I feel fine about Shoreline. It's just that there's not much that you can do, so the strategies are pretty simple. Riv 1 and 2 both died tragically. I think they both made it to Moon. Maybe they died eventually, but I think they're chill for a while. I want to figure this out a bit better. That time it grabbed the pole. If I press up here to stand up, then I immediately grab a pole. Oh, this room. I want to learn this room better. I guess that's the pole you want to grab onto. Could use another checkpoint right about now. Also, this camera transition is like wide. So it's like right here. Where is this? It's very hard to space out correctly. If I fall from right here, yes, this is the same. So this is like where I want to line up. There's like this line, right? Oops. It's like a line right here. It's like this rectangle right here is where I want to go. Maybe if I can line it up with that. What is a Kevin block? That's a kind of funny name, isn't it? I don't even know where it came from. Is it from the developers, or is it like a fan name? From the devs. This is the room from the Spearmaster, by the way. If you recognize this room. Or no. This is a very similar room to room that's in Pebbles that we go through in Spearmaster, but you don't go through this particular room in Looks of the Moon. I kind of wonder, there's a backflip you can do here. I never really bothered with it because it was really difficult. That backflip, and I think it's faster, but I don't know if it's the best option for consistency's sake. I could try to practice this specifically. That wasn't even a backflip. That kind of thing can happen. Usually, like, starting the backflip and actually entering the pipe are the most difficult parts. I feel like I'd rather use a strategy that I can guarantee will work, rather than a strategy that might be a little bit faster. Because if you mess it up, then it kind of ruins all of your cycles for the rest of this area. I really like this room. That's a very consistent strategy. Like the moment you enter the water, you just hold down and you go in the right direction. It's very nice. Hold up, I want to find a setup here with the cell on, because that's the room where you can get stuck on trying to enter the pipe, the tunnel. And if you get stuck backwards, everything sucks. Because you can't tell which direction you're facing, right? But if you're facing the wrong way, you'll just move a lot slower. I should probably do this whole section with the cycles lined up already. Activate the cell around here. Why did they make pull hops so easy as Riv? Pull hops for every other character, you need to be moving. And you can only pull hop from the upright state. Whereas Rivulet can just pull hop whenever, even if you're not moving. So you can literally just like flip upside down and just like keep pull hopping. Okay, maybe not. It's a bit strange, right? Like they specifically went out of their way to like code Rivulet to make their pull hops better. For what reason? It actually kind of makes some movements a lot more annoying. You have to like not accidentally pull hop. Like that actually seemed to work out pretty well. Please. Wow. Okay. That's the worst I've ever done. For being an aquatic creature, it is actually quite hard to navigate. It's quite hard to move around underwater. There's pretty much no concern of drowning here. It's actually like incredibly easy to make it, as long as you just don't swim boost. In fact, it probably means that I should swim boost. Like I have so much extra air, but also you don't want to run out too much air because then you'll swim really slow by the end. Will the game crash? Of course. Has there been a single stream without the game crashing there? Like actually, genuine question. I think at least once every single stream, it has to break. You pull hop here. Sorta. Like you can get stuck on this if you go too fast actually. That was actually pretty fast though. Some I also had to turn storage. Also here, I want to mess around with the movement a bit. Here, I think is another case where you want to do a specific kind of wall pounce, which I assume is an early press. I'm trying to do late presses on purpose here, and it's messing up if I do an early press, it doesn't work. So I think that is the reason, definitively. Can you do a wall pounce here, perhaps? I don't think so. It's just not enough space in this little portion of the wall. Unless I do like... Yeah, that doesn't really work. And then here, actually, I think I want to do like a roll pounce there. Yeah, or maybe after that roll pounce, I could do another if I didn't get stuck on the ground for so long. Frosted Festival. Is that the best option, or maybe it's just best to carry the speed from the first roll pounce? Just kind of do that kind of thing. Also, I still don't even know if that slide pounce is a good idea. Honestly, I don't know anything about this game. I'm a new player. Started playing yesterday. Thought Riv was a cool character. Did I decide I could do roll pounces here? Maybe. Okay, that was very interesting movement. Rivulet campaign blind. Yep. Like you can get kind of get like a water pop right after a roll pounce. It's very interesting in this little particular spot. And then here, of course, you can do that. You can mess up. I think I need to really like focus on actually the inputs. Because doing an AI hop is really easy, but I keep making it more difficult. It has to be. That was just a regular slide bounce. I think like a really good AI hop can actually clear that platform. Because I keep getting stuck right here. I don't go far enough. Also, this rock is now perpetually spinning. I really don't like the way that lines up. Is that the best AI hop you can get there? Really, I'm just like... Now 2 rocks are spinning. That's phasing. Is it a different... Is it a direction thing? Did that make it? Hold up. It still feels like I'm just messing up the movement. See that? I think that time it made it. I actually like got the right jump. That definitely wasn't it. Definitely don't do that. Man, I feel like this was not as hard as it was not this hard to do a single jump. But it always gets stuck right here, and that's like the most annoying thing. I guess that jump kind of works out better. Like if I intentionally do the worst version. That was just a slide pounce. I'll actually kind of consistently land on that platform. Man, hold up. Checking the... Well, is that gonna have good movement? How do you do this turn? Why is this so difficult all of a sudden? That always lands right here. That's so annoying. Now there's even more rock spinning here. Had to do the jump later. I don't even know if I have enough space for that. Checking other runs, see what they do. It's dangerous out there. Okay, it does look kind of like an AI hop from the other platform is just better here. So you can actually like carry the speed throughout the entire rest of the room. That seems like a good spot to do it, better than the other one. And in the case where I get an AI hop here, I'm not gonna have to like have enough time. Well, maybe that would work. Chaining those two together. What does a pounce look like? If I just pounce, I end up there. That's annoying. If I do an extended pounce, I could try doing that consistently. Although you might kind of land further on the platform and you don't really have the space to do another AI hop. Like, I like how all the rocks just collect in this little pit. I guess that is an awful movement. Like, that does still kind of work. What if I drop a spear down here? No, it doesn't want to spin. Hey, look, it's 5 pebbles. Where's the other one? There we go, 5 pebbles. How am I spinning very fast? How am I bad at this? Hold up. I feel like I need to just go and, like, just practice these. As if that's not what I've been doing. Yeah, I'll do them just fine, but the one time I actually try to use the movement, I'll mess it up. That was bad. That might have not been amazing. It's just like Celeste movement. Except way more difficult. It's actually way easier in Celeste. Do like to do whatever they're called, wave dashes? They're so, the timings are very generous in Celeste. Hold up. There you go. Every like movement tech in Celeste has like a generous buffer. While in Rainbow it's like unintended movement with like a frame per every timing. That's the difference. I guess that's fine, whatever. Just keep going. There's only like 2 rooms left anyway. That's annoying. Okay, hold up. I think this EI hop is really important to learn because apparently it's like it saves like 10 years, so but it has to be in normal gravity. But that's also really annoying. That bumps into that block. Maybe do it earlier. Yeah, looks like it. Yes, I was like, is this possible? It is possible. Anyway. That sucks. I'm just pull hopping repeatedly. Because your body is flat enough to actually, like, be in the hitbox of the pole for every single jump. That also, is this the right spot to do it? Hold up. For what is apparently such an important pole hop, I don't even know where you're supposed to do it. Or an AI hop. They do it later. Unless they just didn't have a rock for the right spot. Slide pounce. And then do the AI hop. Okay. Wait for the gravity cycle. That also sucks. Is this yeah hop really that good? I feel like everywhere you do it, it's annoying. And you could alternatively just do a regular pounce and like pull hop across the whole room. And that's actually consistent. There we go. I guess that kind of worked out. Damn, maybe that's strong. Oh. Don't like when that happens. I would like if that didn't happen with the word menu, because you just have to reset, because it will just stay in the background permanently. And you can't pause. Hold up. I used to try to do a thing where I jump out of the water. I guess I could try to do that. Jump out of the water, grab the fruit immediately. Although it's very difficult. Like that. Hold up. I forget to do this every time. It actually seems like the timing is like very difficult. Like getting this smooth landing. Don't do that. You need to jump very late. Like on the latest possible frame. That's just something that I'm missing here. Like, there we go. That's like... That's the timing. That's difficult. Sub-region colors? Huh? Like these colors? Like if I change the setting, will it not happen? So this movement is very difficult. Sort viewed as size or type. Okay. I guess types then. You can do a pull hop thing. Have I tried that before? I do want to test something here. Okay. Because you can kind of like slide up the wall after the pounce. Is that better though? Oh. You do in fact take fall damage here. It doesn't seem great. Like maybe just wall jumping immediately is better. Like that. Also, I want to find a better spot to do the wall jumping. I guess it's like here or maybe here. I don't even know if wall jumping is better because I feel like the pull boosts are also pretty good. Hello, welcome to the stream. Also, I realize the timer, it does become more opaque if you have that one option on. I thought that option would affect things like loading screens, where timer might go away for a bit. You want to see it, but it just makes it brighter, like at all times. It's probably just gonna leave that off. Oops, hold up. It's right here. You do the wall paths. Hold up. If I know anything about these wall pounces now, I should be able to get this consistent. You kind of want to buffer it a little bit. Yeah. If you do the timing late, it doesn't go as high. Okay. I think I finally figured that out. Doing the jump early gives it more height. Also, I keep getting stuck on this slope here. Like that. Like you never want to be in this state. This state is very slow when you're like crawling around like this, so maybe I should just stand up immediately. Although that's also kind of slow. You don't really get a good jump there. So I came up with this idea. This like backflip wall pants. Yeah. Can you hold up? Can you chain that? I don't think that's actually better. And that feels low compared to just doing this. Also for this one, you want to do the shorter wall pounce so you can actually grab that pull. Pretty mid. I like Sky Islands. I think the threat music's pretty good. It might be my favorite base game threat theme, actually. Never got Sky Islands hate. I think Sky Islands is another one of those regions that became a lot better as I got better at the game. It's a big problem with Sky Islands is all of the creature dependent movement, all those squidcada jumps or mushroom jumps, you know, where it's like if you want to navigate the region you need a squidcada or like mushrooms, but if you just get like if you learn movement tech, suddenly a bunch of the region opens up and it's like, whoa, I can make this jump without needing a squidcada and I can bring like pearls or like a vulture mask or something. I guess it doesn't actually matter if I get the better wall pounce. I can just jump off the wall earlier. In that case, I think Sky Islands is kind of similar to Drainage, a region that a lot of new players hate, but with like game knowledge, it becomes better. And those are also both optional regions that you don't even need to go to. That jump should be better. Oh, that's nice, actually. Yeah, just delay the jump similarly to the one at the start of Drainage. We fall off that ledge a little bit. I'm carrying this Batfly that I don't want. This is practice. You can tell because I'm not dying to scavengers in Drainage system. Oh yeah, I also did that backflip there. I forgot about that. But that backflip is good. Saves like half a second. Hold up. Yeah, hop there is fun. Although sometimes that doesn't really line up. You kind of want a specific set of movements here. And if you try to improvise, then like that whole sequence breaks. Sequence break. Ooh, you also want to do that jump early because this ledge right here, like if I put a rock right here, you can see the rock. It is literally on the very edge of the screen transition. So you're like, think that you have time to jump, but you actually don't. Dev tools. Hold on, I'll go back here. Hold up. Can you do... Yeah, hop here. No, because I'm bad. I guess that kind of lines up nicely. How insane are you? Collectively? I don't know, like a 2. I think some people balance it out. Like on average, including everyone, it's pretty low. There's just like a handful of exceptions. Okay, hold up. I'm totally throwing right now. I mean, compared to like some stream chats, like it's pretty chill in here, you know. It's not like complete chaos and spam, and I mean, there's not like enough people for that, but generally just like actually conversations going on. I mean, I know what you guys are doing right now. It's kind of like silly. Hold up. What? Okay, what did he do there? He might have had another strategy for like a specific kind of wall jump. He messes it up immediately. Okay. I think this is totally fine. You can climb off to the pole really quickly. Really bad movement. Also, you can do a slide bounce there, but I feel like there's just not enough space for it. actually the most difficult thing. Just to jump off of a vine in a straight line. I really don't like that movement. I want to try that whole thing over again. Okay, that was also really bad. Please select that. Just go in the right direction. That's scary. Going right next to the rot there. Whoops. Okay, I guess we're just doing this. Honestly, there's an easy way to get onto this platform really quickly, because if you jump too high, you have to wait until you land to do the slide bounce. There's maybe a way to, like, wrap around. Like, I guess you could kind of do that, but that also feels slow. I think that was ideal if I didn't mess up the slide bounce itself. This movement. This weird thing that you can do on corners like this, you can kind of just like slide up them. Anyway, I stole a pebble. Are there 4 more refraction cells somewhere that are possibly malfunctioning? This is the only one remaining. In which case he was already 1 pebble and now he's just... This room is really annoying. I like fit down between these. Like, it's very easy to get stuck. Whoops. Don't do that. I went too fast. So that wasn't on what I wanted it to be. just... Okay, don't jump out of that. Not a good idea. What if you can do the legal strategy there? Where if you fall down a pipe backwards, you can like flip yourself forward when going around a corner. I don't know why it's illegal. Apparently it is. I never learned how to do it for Survivor though. Magiluminescence is an underrated accessory. Isn't it the one that gives you acceleration and it makes you glow? It's kind of annoying though that it's another mobility accessory in the early game because you have like 5 of them. Like maybe you have like Hermes boots and you have Shield of Cthulhu and you have Clown to Bottle and you have Magiluminescence, and it's like, well, that's all of your accessories, all spent on movement. I think it's in the early game, like what else are you going to use? Like a shackle. That was a low one. How are you getting rid of it? Yeah, that's the problem. You don't want to like get rid of any of your movement accessories because then you feel slow. It's like, well, which one of these do I replace first? Probably the Hermes or the Clown to Bottle. Once you get rocket boots, replace that. Dude. Actually the most annoying thing when they grab onto you. You have to go pick them up for them to release you. That's a funny strategy. I do want to figure out how to do this actually. Bundle of balloons. I never ever actually like made that in a run. Like some sort of legend. Like if you're like the luckiest person alive and you get all the blizzard, the cloud, and sandstorm in the bottle, and somehow if you get enough tiny red balloons too. Unless wait, did they change the crafting recipe so you don't need all of that? They might have done that. But just getting all the clouds, very difficult. It always felt like the kind of item that you would get if you were to combine characters and worlds. You know, like go to a different world, grab some extra equipment, then you could like go back and craft the bundle. I want to check that right now. It does require all of the balloons variants. So you do need to get a lot of sky islands. Floating islands? Yo, this is the right song. Oops, hold up. I forgot. Use the cell here. And then pounce. Pufferfish? Really? That's a thing? So if you like fishing. That's actually really cool. So you could actually do that a lot more reasonably, but you'd still need to get a sandstorm, which I guess is actually much more common now too with another shimmer recipe. So not impossible to get, but still pretty lucky. And I just feel like I just prefer wings anyway. Are bundle of balloons pre-hard mode? And I guess in that case, I'll die. But in that case, it's like, okay, getting it pre-hard mode is a pretty good boost to your mobility. But then, like, once you get wings, like, you might as well just use those too. But man, fishing, not the most interesting thing to do. What is up with fishing being a mini game in so many different games, but it's always like so boring? And I guess it's like, it's pretty accurate, right? Fishing usually is not very eventful. Like what is it? Okay, I guess Stardew. Stardew Valley has some pretty good fishing for a while. And I think fishing in Terraria is kind of fun if you use the exploit that lets you cast multiple lines at once. You can fish like 100 fish at the same time. That might have been patched out, I don't know. Also, I forgot to do the thing. Oh, penguin fishing. I don't even know what that is. I know what club penguin is. I don't remember particularly what the fishing looks like. It got patched and then brought back. I remember that, but I was worried that they might have patched it out again. Yeah, this movement, I'm never gonna figure out this movement. Maybe I should just hold up. Nope, that doesn't work either. That's cool. This whole segment, I'm not very used to it. Do I need to hold up from the very beginning of the slide? Dude, that's a good water hop. Is that even what this is called? Water bounce? That one was good. But I don't know if that's consistent. I mean, obviously it hasn't been consistent so far. I don't know if it can get consistent if you practice it for 10 hours a day. It's not a plank. I'm gonna do a plank here and I'm gonna die instantly. Hold up. Not dead. Actually kind of surprising. Can you tell that I don't actually know how to do a plank? surprised that's not lethal, considering the ceiling is right here. Lethal. Like Lethal Company? Man, these are inconsistent. And then I get like the perfect set of bounces. Plank company. What does that even mean? You know, there's well, okay, I don't know if it's a mod yet, but there was someone made a 3D model of a bunch of slug cats and used it in Lethal Company. Hold up, I'm totally starting the movement. Maybe some of you have seen these streams, but it's really funny seeing all the slug cats in Lethal Company. But I think that there's a mod that just lets you import any model you want for the characters. I think this whole shaded segment is an area that I'll need to practice a lot more specific. I mean, maybe I'll just do that after finishing this run. Just go back to shaded, spend the rest of the time there. Although it would be nice with the checkpoints. I would like to know what the progress on that is. Actually, I kind of wonder, would it be better just to jump off the pole? Just do this. I mean, it kind of feels slower when I do it like that. Or that. Or that. None of those were really that great. Do you want to grab onto the horizontal pole or the vertical poles and not the horizontal ones? That jump is very difficult. Also, jumping into this is also very difficult for some reason. That was a plank. Is it about to rain? Yes. longer is about to rain. By the way, actually, I do want to show this a bit clearer. Shoreline, there it is. Okay, where's the room? This one? Yes. So in this room, you can do a plank. Like that. You see that that swim boost? So when I'm at the bottom, and I fall all the way down, I do a swim boost, it goes much further than a normal swim boost. So if I'm just sitting here in the water, and I swim boost to the side, it kind of goes the same distance, but it's a lot slower. Whereas if I fall, and then swim boost, it goes that same distance almost instantly. Right, this is a plank. This movement here, that's a plank. Although it's underwater. An actual plank is when you do it just on the surface of the water, such that all of that speed immediately sends you out of the water, where there's not nearly as much friction, right? Or maybe no friction at all. I don't know. I don't think so. So underwater, you get a ton of speed, right? But you're immediately slowed down just because you're in the water. But then if you do it on the surface of the water, you just jump out, and there's no friction slowing you down at all. Sometimes you can run into walls and stun yourself. That's a risk. Where did it go? It's right here. So like here, in this kind of water, I could do the same kind of plank, where I get that swim boost. Actually, I think over here would be better. Okay, I can still get that same kind of swim boost. Then if I do it right on the surface of the water, if the timing is difficult. Yeah. Okay, maybe I don't know how to do it, but you get the idea. That's a plank. Oops. Please, go in the right direction. Oh no, there's jetfish. Slug Pup campaign speedruns? Do you mean the campaigns that where Slug Pups can spawn? Or do you mean, like, literally you play as a Slug Pup? Because there's no way to play as the Slug Pup without mods, so there are no, like, official speedruns for that. I guess in Hunter speedruns, Slug Pups can show up. I guess Gourmand speedruns too. I don't see why that wouldn't happen. Speedruns requires you to have one. Hunter, 100%. I believe you need slug pups for that because one of the passages is the, or actually maybe every 100% category, because one of the passages is the mother passage, which requires that you have slug pups. But that's just only for a small part of the run where you get slug pups and then you get rid of them at some point. Usually they just make things more difficult. I don't think there's any speedruns that require that you end with slug pups. I do know about those endings. The main concern is just getting the slug pups in the first place. Although I don't actually think that's a problem because there is a way to consistently spawn in slug pups. So I guess that could be a category. It's just that I think that the way to spawn them in consistently was only recently discovered. So there wasn't a category created for it. But I'm sure that could be a thing. But there's already a speedrun for going to Outer Expanse as survivors. So adding slug pups to that wouldn't really make that much of a difference. Although I guess like one of the slug pups you'd have to carry around yourself. So it makes some movements more difficult. Get rid of them. Hey, if you're doing a speedrun, I mean, you know, if you need some extra food, you know, or if you need to, like, get rid of a lizard in your way. Will the game crash? No. See, it always happens on the very first run, and then all the next runs are totally fine. I don't know why. That's like the pattern. Man, this pole hop is very difficult, but I kind of like how fast it is. Hello, welcome to the stream. Okay, actually, that's probably a bad thing to jump up that high. Man, this room is so difficult. I want to do a slide bounce there, but you end up right here and you just get stuck. That doesn't really work out much better. Or I don't care about a slide bounce and I just do a roll bounce. And then it's easier to line up this where I mess it up too. Everything is going great. See if I can get the hop. Nope. Ever. How much time we got? You know, maybe I'll do like one just full run with no like retrying rooms. It's been 2 hours, yes. Okay, maybe I don't know how to do that water jump. That's still difficult. Maybe, you know what? I'm gonna karma cache too, just so that the timer is accurate. Yes, that is actually exactly how it works. In order to do a wall pounce, there's like a speed requirement. So usually throwing a rock gives you enough speed for like a single frame to do a wall pounce as the other characters. But Rivulet just is fast. So you just run into a wall and you can already do it. Two crimson chasms spawn right next to each other. That's always the most interesting kinds of crimsons, because the underground area is just like completely broken apart, but all, like a bunch of hearts are easy to access. The arena is massive because it's like 2 arenas fused together. DLL's Rifts campaign where you can reliably get explosive spheres. That's very specific. I'm pretty sure the only DLLs, well actually there's a lot of DLLs, all around Underhang and the leg. The leg might be your best bet because there's a scavenger merchant in Shaded where you could trade stuff with them to get explosive spears and then go through memory crypts to the leg, and there's BDLLs right there. I think that might be the easiest way. Garbage wastes? Are there DLOs or is it just brother long legs? If you're looking for DLL specifically. But if BLLs are fine too, then garbage waste is probably better. So you'll be able to find a lot more scavengers. And like the whole stronghold with a ton of explosive spears. Or that one little underground, whoops, wrong direction. That one little hidden room with a bunch of explosive spears in it. $15. Only BLOs. So I think the leg idea might be the best option. Too low. Wow. Really messed that up. Wow, I'm back. In Underhang, it's definitely possible to kill DLLs with a grenade. You could stun them with a grenade. Whoops. And then just make them fall. And that's an easy way to kill them without needing to be accurate with an explosive spear. Or if you have a lot of time and a lot of spears, you can individually stab every single tentacle so that they can't move and then just push them off. I think that works, because I think they need to grab you with a tentacle in order to actually kill you. So with no tentacles active, you just push them around. Although, if you can like reliably hit every single tentacle on their body, then that would work. I don't know if jellyfish work. Jellyfish might... I know they definitely work against other long legs. I don't know... I don't know if they work with other kinds, though. It is a little bit ridiculous that sometimes the expedition can give you a quest to kill, like, an unreasonable amount of creatures. Like, if it was 15 blue lizards or 15, like, vultures, maybe that's a lot still, but, like, reasonable, you know? I can kill 15 vultures. 15 yellow, like, anything that requires an explosive spear is suddenly way more difficult. Unless you're Artificer. I really need to work on that timing there. Back of a pole. That's turn storage. If you turn around, you enter a state where you're able to do a backflip. Usually that state goes away immediately. But if you crouch or if you slide, then you'll keep that state until you are standing on the ground again. So if you turn around and then slide directly into a pole, you'll be on that pole with the turnaround state. So the next time you jump, it will be a backflip. He's kind of far away. Do I just do this? I could just do this. Kinda just forgot to do the pole grab there. Whoops, bonked directly into that. this is a good cycle. I know that cycles are a thing in Rain World, but also just like a generic term for any like time-based mechanic. Like these are gravity cycles, as in the gravity switches back and forth repeatedly on a timer, but don't have anything to do with Rain World cycles, which is both the rain but also the fact that you respawn after you die. So cycles is like 3 different things. Which is kind of strange, isn't it? That rain and potentially like days are called cycles. Like, oh, this is like cycle 10 and this is cycle like 100, you know, every time you shelter, like 1 cycle passes. But also, I guess it's like the great cycle. Is that what it's called specifically? The one where you respawn? I will never know how to do that wall jump. It's actually like impossible. Am I gonna die? Almost. Goodness. Okay, finally out of there. It's using the code, so they are actually cycles. That is actually what they are called. That's not just a speedrun term. Grab the... Hello? You can't hold the spear. That's dumb. So if you're holding a spear, you can't pick up the cell. I just learned that. It's like a scavenger body. Don't jump there. Okay, you kind of bounce when you fall down there, so you need to slow down. Wait a little bit on the slide bounce, because you won't even be on the ground for a while. That was really good until I thought that I'd messed it up. I kind of went backwards. Please. Wow, that was really bad. Well, it would have been faster just to go in backwards at that point. Tension mice is nice. Hello. Welcome back. Okay. Second death. Wow, okay. Can we not? Is this area really that difficult? Yeah, on the interactive map, you can't see what the room looks like at all because it's just completely dark. But usually when you're going through that room, it's actually quite illuminated. It's of all the lantern mice. Never look at the background for random chains. Oops. That's kind of bad. That's actually really bad. Because I need all the time I can get with the cell. So this might not work out. Yeah, that slide could, or that slide pounce could have gone further. So be careful with the activation of that cycle. Whatever. I feel like this part might be really bad in an actual run because there's orange lizards everywhere here. If you mess up that slide pounce, you're just gonna get stuck in like a big group of them. Ow. Oh, that's really bad. Don't do that. Goodness. You really need to delay that that roll pounce. Please. Check it. Fastball, fine. Goodness. Yeah, that whole segment was pretty slow. Yeah, I think I'm always too early on that timing. Ooh. Take fall damage there? Like, extra dangerous. If you drop the cell into that pit, you're basically dead. The run is basically over because you can't get the cell back. Oh. Probably best to like do a wall jump immediately so that you slow down a little bit. Where you fly into space. Okay, that plank is consistent, so don't do that. So it will happen every time. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Excuse you. Goodness. That jetfish. Oh my gosh. Okay, so if there's a bunch of items next to where the cell ends up, you also can't pick it up. Huh? Huh. Okay. Well, that can happen. This run is actually kind of slow. A bunch of random stuff happened, and I should have died a few times, so not great. Apparently it's really easy not to get grabbed by that. Because I always used to, or the way that I used to do this room was to always go that path. And then I got grabbed by the jellyfish a bunch. It sucked. But now I guess it's just super consistent to not get grabbed by them. I don't know. Pressed the wrong button. Trying to activate the cell and I just swim boost instead. Oh, this is a congregation. Hello. Welcome to the stream. This is close to the end. I think this is gonna be the last round. See, it only ever crashes once per stream. Please. Throwing here. I think I just was not high enough. I really suck at AI hops today. I don't know why. It's like I've not gotten any good ones at all. Unless I'm like sitting there practicing them. Still not right. Get from five levels to heart in one cycle, so just the end of the run. And then there should be a challenge for getting from drainage to the wall shelter in one cycle. And then once all the challenge players have done those two challenges, they're like, well, I might as well do the whole speedrun. Whoa, first good AI hop today. Okay, 29. Well, 29? That sucks. This is a very not good run. Like a minute behind my own time. Oh, did the... Oh, hello? Okay, like the whole game froze for a second. This is like a minute. Where did I lose like a minute? Hmm. Oops. I mean, I did like also make a bunch of mistakes, and I got stuck in a wall for a while. I still have a lot to improve. There's also a few rooms that I just have not really learned the movement for at all. Or I've not gotten consistent at the movement. Like in, I also failed. Okay, there's a lot I can improve still. I would really like that checkpoint mod. I don't know what the progress is on that, but being able to just like focus on practicing just like a sequence of like 5 rooms or so, and be able, the moment you finish it, just reset back to the start of those rooms. That'd be very convenient. Are you liking long-term challenges? Like the Hunter Pacifist challenge? Been busy. That's fine then. Any challenge where I imagine is basically like an entire run from start to finish, but with some sort of requirements. Instead of just like do this one thing in one cycle. I kind of like the idea of like the very short challenges because you don't need to like put in a ton of effort. It's like just do this one thing and that's the challenge. Mini speedruns. Well, I'll get around to doing the challenges eventually, and I'll have a better idea of what I'm actually talking about once I actually do the challenges. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the stream. Man, Rainworld, hold up. Rainworld is like freezing my whole computer when I alt tab. That's really weird. Maybe you can see it on the stream, but anyway. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.